Hello YouTube viewers. I've got a piece of Oregon sunstone here. And this piece has some of the copper inclusions. They call it gives the Schiller effect, and it'll give the whole stone a golden look when you cut it correctly. So I've got this piece and it's well shaped for an oval, so that's what I'm going to cut. And you can see as I turn it different ways the copper inclusions show up very well one way and not so much the other way, but it'll turn out very nice. And this is the Oval Brilliant 45 design I'm going to use on it. Makes a pretty nice little design. Ovals are kind of time consuming because of you have to switch back and forth on the pavilion facets with going to 90 degrees and then cutting again on the pavilion facets. So it does take time to cut an oval correctly. And here I'm using a 600 lap to cut the pavilion facets. That all went very well with no problems at all. And sunstone has a hardness of around 7 to 7.5, and it cuts nice, and it'll polish easy too. Here I'm going ahead and showing some of the progress on these pavilion facets. Sunstone does have a cleavage that sometimes will interfere with your cutting and polishing. It doesn't seem to bother me too much. I did have one I did once in the table facet. Did not want to polish correctly, and I was probably right on the cleavage plane. But this one here, I actually didn't worry about the cleavage plane. I just went ahead and cut the stone which would be the best way with this piece of rough, and I had no problem at all cutting or polishing. Okay, I'm going ahead and transferring the stone here, and I used epoxy glue to do the transfer. That all worked out perfectly, no problems at all. And here I'm ready to start cutting the crown of the stone. I've got plenty of room here. Actually, I have started cutting the crown here, and I've got plenty of room. I don't have to worry about running out of room for my crown and table and star facets here. It's looking pretty good. Going ahead and working with more of the this looks like one of the main facets for the crown. Once again, I didn't have any problems. It's going really good. It cuts easy. You can overcut quickly if you're not careful. And I used 8000 grit polish to pre-polish, and here I'm doing the table cut, and I used a 3000 topper lap, plated topper lap, to cut the table. And here's the finished stone, looking really good. It's turned to a nice golden coppery color when it was finished. And I've got a few more pieces of this sunstone that I'm going to cut, and some have some reds and a little bit of green in one of the larger pieces, so it's going to be fun to do, because I haven't done much sunstone in the past that had any of the copper inclusions or any of the colors in it. It's mostly just been a golden sunstone that I've done in the past, and these are really nice to do. It have some color and some of the copper look to it. Here we are on the turntable. This design turned out pretty nice. I'll be using this design more often. It's not real complicated. It's a kind of a simple oval design, but worked out good for me. Alright, I'll sign off, and thanks for watching.